Hey guys, Swordout John coming at you with another Awaken Chaos Area video, guys. So today's video, what we're going to talk about is the updated beginner's guide for global launch. If you are watching this, this means that you are either one, already a player who's been playing Awaken Chaos Area during the soft launch, like myself, or you are a new player coming into the game with bright eyes and trying to figure out what to do next. This video is for you, 100%, and welcome to the community. My name is Swordout John, and I'll take you on this adventure. All right, so first things first, when you open the game and you get in here, you do the tutorial. It takes you through, you do a couple of mock battles. You're kind of locked into a certain phase until you hit to the point where you have this screen in front of you. Now, as you can see here, my screen's gonna look a little different than your screen. I got a lot of energy up here. You know, I'm level 56, which still isn't really that high in the game grand scheme of things as far as soft launch goes. But you know, for what it is, it's not too bad. I've been progressing the account and I've learned a lot. So I did a beginner's guide during soft launch and a lot of things kind of changed. Some different characters have been nerfed, buffed, so on and so forth. That really, I want to take this chance to give you a really good detailed guide as far as what to do and what to keep track of during your new progression of the game. So first things first, you will get a little overwhelmed, right? There's a lot of things to click on. You have like events here. You have characters you can click on. What do they do? You know, where does this take you when you do click on these characters? Because every character that you click on will produce a different action and or reaction, right? So, you know, as you click through here, you're like, man, this is a lot of stuff going on. And I will give Awaken Chaos Area that if they do have a lot going on right at the very beginning of the game. Whereas a lot of games don't really have this much information or this much content at the very beginning of a launch. So I was very excited to see this, but it is very overwhelming at first. It took me a long time to kind of understand what am I doing, what am I missing out on. So as we go through here, you'll see at the bottom you have your hero shop, guild, altar, quest, index, Another way to access all these tabs here, guys, is if you click on this little star at the top right, this will drop everything down, kind of show you everything there is to have happen in the game, what you need to know, what you don't need to know. Like for example, settings, like, you know, what image quality do you want to run this on? Music, if you want music, if you don't want music, game stuff. One of the big things I highly recommend you do is immediately come in here, battle settings, skip animations and multi-battle, boss appearance, and show hints upon defeat. Those are the best settings, mainly because you will see these animations when you're doing a solo run, but you don't really want them in your multi-battle because it's going to slow down your multi-battle. So you definitely want to check this off here. Also, you're going to notice that there's a redemption code area. Now, this redemption code area, I'm going to link some codes in the description of my video and maybe even in the comment section. That way you can copy and paste them. You're going to want to copy and paste them into the redemption code area once you hit, I think, level 15. That was a change before, it was earlier, so you could re-roll very quickly to get better and better characters. So definitely keep note of where this redemption code area is. There will be codes in the comments. That way you can get some freebies in game that will help you out. Now, these are freebies that everyone had access to, so you definitely want to have the same access as everyone else did. All right, moving on. So let's point out probably the best thing in the game that you really need to know. First, your starting character. Now, I went with Balbereth and my starting character. I don't think that was the best choice for me. However, Balbereth is a great character. I haven't really used him because I got lucky and I got like Valeria, Zitlin, and Arak at the very start. Also, I will leave a link to the tier list. I have a tier list as well, guys, that I developed with Chofi Chosen, another great content creator, a good friend of mine. So I will leave that down below. It'll also help you if you're kind of wondering what characters to go for, or who to shoot for, who to build, so on and so forth. But yeah, so I chose Balbereth as my starter. It wasn't all that it was cracked up to be, and that's okay. To be honest with you guys, I think the best starting champion to go for here is either going to be Mythasia, because you want that healer, that reviver. I have one. I have yet to build her. I am working on her, though. She will get built very, very soon. And the other one that you kind of want to pay attention to that you can get at the very beginning is going to be Hydrissia. Now, Hydrissia, I think, is going to be probably the best one to start out with as far as a game starter, mainly because she's just going to progress you. And the reason why I say she's going to be one of the best ones is because we're just about to get into what you should be doing in the game at the very beginning to really progress and move your account forward. And I'm trying to go as quick as I can here, guys, because there's a lot to cover in this beginner guide, but I want to be as much in depth as I can. So Hydrissia, the reason why she's so good, guys, is if you look at her abilities, One, her ultimate gets the 3-turn cooldown. Its AoE deals all damage. Her A2 AoE as well, and 2-turn cooldown. And her A1 is a single hitter, but it's speed down. And with this, how short her cooldowns are, guys, she just constantly just blasts through the waves for you, no problems. Also, she has grants a bonus attack that deals 50% damage to all enemies' passive abilities. So this means it's always active, guys. So she will always have that 50% chance to attack. This is why you want Hydrissia. I wanted to at least explain that to you so that you're not going, well, he said to get Hydrissia, so I'm going to take Hydrissia. This is why. She's very quick, and she's not very labor intensive as far as getting gear and resources on her. All right, so you just started the game, you're playing, you're clicking buttons, you're like, okay, what do I do? How do I go from A to B? How do I get my count like yours, John? All right, this is what you do. You go into adventure mode and you're gonna live here. That's it, you're gonna live here. I'm kidding, you're gonna do more content than that, but 100% honesty here, you guys, you're gonna go into normal. I got a few things to clear up in here, but I was waiting until global launch so I can do some guide videos. There are some storyline things in the game. So like, for example, I think chapter 2 has a storyline event here. Yeah, so you have chapter 2 S1. This is just a storyline mission. You're fixed into this mission by certain characters, and you need to input a certain amount of moves to unlock or to finish the battle and win. I will do a video on this. I would say at the very beginning, you skip this. Don't worry about it. You're going to waste a lot of time trying to figure this out. You want to basically push all of your adventure area here, making sure to grab all the diamonds in the bottom right hand corner. This will be available down here as you complete the events in the area. You want to push this as far as you can and just keep going forward until you get stuck. So notice I'm at 9-2 on Mythic 9-2 in my area. I could actually probably finish this now, but honestly I got lazy. I got to a certain point where I didn't need it anymore, but that's why I'm explaining this to you, because you want to push through normal. You want to get this done. This is going to give you a lot of resources that you're going to want to need and use to upgrade your characters. So as you're going through, say you blast through, you get Hydrissia, you get her leveled up, you get some basic gear on her, and you make it to chapter 10, you finish this. You go into hard mode. Complete hard mode as quick as you can as well. Your goal is, from the very start, should be to get to Mythic. Get all the way here to Mythic. As you're playing, as you're leveling up, you're going to be getting a lot of energy. Energy is this bread up here. Now, bread, they changed the mechanic on this. This wasn't the same as it was before. You can spend hundreds of dollars a day on energy, and really it didn't get you very far. They have changed it and fixed it now to where it is a lot better, especially for 50 gems. You get 120 energy. It's fairly worth it. That's 10 runs for most auto farming. So they made that a little better, but yes, you don't want to really stack this. So notice I have 581. So what I'm doing is I'm not max efficiencying my account, because you should always want this energy refilling on its own instead of having this overabundance. When you start playing, you're going to have this overabundance, and what's going to happen is you're going to waste a lot of time that you could be recovering energy. So that's why I say progress through your adventure and go as quickly as you can until you hit a wall. Once you hit a wall in your adventure, go into dungeon here. Go over to Void Tower. I would then go up Void Tower, hit a wall. And the reason why I say that is because Void Tower, once again, it has a lot of resources. It's not going to show me because I cleared it already. But here's an example. So you get these Stardust and you get this jelly. Well, what do you need jelly for? You need jelly for upgrading your characters and leveling them up. So that's why I say go through, get stuck on adventure mode, go through, get stuck on Void Tower, because you get a lot of resources as well as gems or shards, so on and so forth, that you need for summoning characters. From there, once you get done with the dungeons, I wouldn't mess with Arena. It's a little early to be messing with and thinking about Arena, honestly, and the rewards aren't there yet. I do hope they eventually get them there. Maybe one day they will, but as of right now, it's not really the biggest thing to worry about and prioritize. The next thing you want to do is go into this Foodies guide. Start completing as many of these as you can. Pay attention to them, because you're going to be getting a lot of rewards and a lot of resources for them. Also, in the same boat, think of these hero developments. These are, so you have 3 tabs here, guys, for these challenge quests. I'm going to do a better dedicated guide on this later, but high level, very beginner. This hero development guide, this is going to be literally just doing basic stuff on your account. That's going to let you just upgrade and give you a lot of resources. So like, for example, this one over here gives 6-star legendary gear. That's what you're going to run into, is you don't have enough gear and you can't upgrade your gear fast enough to progress further in the adventure and dungeon. But yeah, once you get stuck on Void Tower and you're like, well, John, I'm stuck. What do I do now? Now you're going to upgrade your characters. So you're gonna come over here, you're gonna pick one of the best DPSers you have. So whoever you have that does the most DPS, other than Zachary. Zachary is going to be a starting character that you can get. I didn't max mine out. I do know a lot of people who have, but he falls off very quickly as far as the max amount of damage he can do. So I wouldn't say like dedicate all your resources to him, because he's going to fall off and it's just not going to end well for you. You're going to end up wasting more resources than what you really needed to. If anything, take him up to 50 and just leave him at 50. A lot of these elites are going to be that case, but there are a few that are going to make the exception and make the cut, such as like Connor. Connor's worth taking up to 50, almost to level 60, really, because he is one of the better healers for the fire affinity. So, but yeah, so pick your best DPS. In this case, on my account right now, my best DPS is going to be a toss-up between Lydia, Arak, Valeria, Natalia, and Zatlux. They're probably the best DPS units I have in my account. And I focus on doing as much damage with them and giving them the best gear and upgrading them the furthest. Now, what that means is that when you click on details here, you have glyphs, you have gear, you have abilities. What this means for you as a beginner and trying to figure out how to play this game, what to do, how to progress, you need to look at your abilities and you need to upgrade all of these. Now, you may say, John, well, how do you upgrade your abilities? Well, that's what I'm going to show you. And the reason why I'm going to show you this is because there's a couple cool things about this game that most other gacha games don't have. Let's find a character that I don't have max abilities on. Okay, here, perfect, Scarlet. So as you can see here, it says I need these materials to upgrade. Now these are free materials to get. You can go get them, and here's how you go get them. If you click on the material you are needing, so say you need these fire crystals, you hit dungeon. It will show you where. In this case, it is the flame lizard. Now these are ability upgrades for your character that are free to get. You go, you grind them, and then bada bing, bada boom. Once you grinded enough of them, you can then put them on your character and upgrade their skills. Most games aren't like this, such as like Raid Shadow Legends, where you have to have books to upgrade your character's abilities. You can farm almost everything in this game. So you need to go farm these, and it'll tell you how many is required, where to go to get them. Now you'll get their abilities up, and then you're gonna say, okay, well, what about glyphs? What are these? I do have a dedicated video on glyphs, guys. I highly recommend you go watch it. It'll do a much better job explaining what you should be doing with glyphs and why you need to be getting them. But same thing, you click on them, you click on the role. This will show you where you can go farm them. If you have it already unlocked, I highly recommend you go back, you go ahead and get your glyphs upgraded. And if you watch my video on glyphs, it'll kind of explain why, but these boosts that you get from your glyphs are super, like, they're more significant than a piece of gear. So with that being said, like, you can get a 30% increase in HP, for example, on like a 5-star foot, ring, or amulet. Well, you can get one glyph here that'll just, it'll be more than that. So if that makes sense. So you want to make sure you get your glyphs up higher, and these affect the base stats of your characters, which all of your gear goes off of your base stats of your characters. So they scale super high, and that's why glyphs are super important. So make sure you always do your glyphs. So now you've come to the point where you're okay, you got stuck. You've realized, oh, I don't have any glyphs. I don't have any abilities upgraded. Now go back and repeat the process, guys. That's the biggest thing. Keep repeating that process. Once you get to the point where you're getting into, so it's like hard mode here, you've made it to hard mode. Now you're starting to be able to get the glyphs you need to upgrade your characters higher and further. Once you get your characters higher and further, then you're going to start getting into the point where you're like, okay, well, now some of this stuff start making sense. What do I do next? Next, yes, you're going to be unlocking the guild. Get your guild, sign in, see how you get gold, and you get guild tokens by signing into your guild. So make sure you are active in your guild every day. If you go over to battle here, you can see the battle. Guild boss does happen every single day. Now this will rotate. This is on rotation schedule. So right now we have the wood guild boss right here. If you click on them, you can see what their abilities are. You can see what the potential rewards are here. As you can see here from our guild, this is about our average. Mine's not that high, honestly. I've just now started getting to the point where I'm going to focus on guild boss. The rewards are very low until you can hit that 200, 300,000 mark, which is why I put this kind of on like the third tier of worrying about later on. I didn't mention this at the beginning because like some games, guild boss gives you the best rewards the quickest way. In this case, you need to really be more in game to get that best rewards from your guild boss. All right, moving on. So you've done your guild, you've gotten into a guild, you've attacked your guild boss, you're slowly learning, you're progressing. Now what, John? All right, well, Now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make sure that you understand the rest of everything going on in the game and how to do it, being such as like alter. There's an alter here, guys. You can banish characters for resources such as gold, such as these hero essence, so on and so forth. That'll help you for getting more advanced shards. I have a video on that as well. Hero synthesis. These are characters that you can create on your own. One thing I want to note here is this is not going to be a very beginning starting thing that you're going to worry about. You're going to worry about this more in the late game, and you're going to want to grab characters like Santis, maybe even Tia, Hackerin for sure. Santis and Hackerin are going to be probably your most common ones that you're going to be trying to synthesize and make, because they're going to be the two biggest players and biggest keys in your game. And then you have promotions here. This is how you upgrade all your characters. You have a quick promote over here. I do have a video on this as well. Definitely want to go check it out on my channel. I'll explain this a little bit more to you. But that's how you're going to start progressing and leveling your account. And yeah, I mean, this is going to be the fastest thing for you to do. Also, you have bonuses up here. The cards are 100% worth it. The silver card, the gold card, they're worth it. The EXP potion, you can pause, you can turn it on, you can turn it off. Definitely keep that in mind. If you're farming for things that are consistent, your character's already leveled, turn on your EXP farming only when everyone's max level, because then you get to save and you get to take all that extra jelly and place it into one area so that we can level up other characters. If not, turn it off. Go ahead and upgrade your characters as you go, if that makes sense. Trust me, it may seem a little silly, but the higher the level your character is in the farming event, the better the resources and the better jelly that you're going to get back from it. Okay, I'm trying to think. Is there anything else? Did I miss anything? Gear. That's the last thing, and we're going to be really quick on it because we're already at 16 minutes on this video. I apologize. Going into gear, now you will see a lot of my gear here. I don't have a lot of level 15 gear. Most of it's level 12, a few 15s here and there. There's a reason for this, and we're gonna cover it the best that I can. It's super expensive to upgrade your gear in this game. At the very beginning of the game, you're not gonna get any gear that's worth it. You're gonna be getting gear that is mostly 3-star, 4-star. I'm trying to find a character that I have that actually has low tier gear. I may have already gotten rid of it. Okay, so Winstrix here, she's got a 4-star Lego piece of gear that I probably got from an event. You're gonna have a lot of bad gear at the beginning, and that's why a lot of my gear isn't leveled up very high. I highly recommend you don't take any of your gear past level 9 at the very beginning until you get to a point where you're getting 5-star gear. 5-star gear is probably the first threshold. I would say it's okay to level to 12. To level your gear, you can click on a piece of gear, you can hit enhance, it'll show you exactly what to do. If you click on another piece of gear and feed into it, it shows you the scale over here. You can also press and hold. This highlights everything in that tier, and this will be for the quick upgrade. As well as you notice, you do have certain upgrade charms here. This is how you upgrade your gear, is by charms, not via resources such as gold. So you click on this here. This is actually the ring upgrade. These are the same exact value. Notice that this says 3,000. This says 3,000 when you click on it. You definitely want to focus on using your gear specific charms first and leave your all around charms for later, just in case you run into that pinch. So then you'd hit enhance. Now, every time you enhance a build or a piece of gear +3, it unlocks a new stat, hence the attack +1 in brackets here. Because when I upgraded this piece of gear to level 6, it gave me the roll went on to attack. I like how it shows you where everything has landed, and this is very, very nice in my personal opinion. Next, if you go into management, this is going to be how you kind of equip your characters with gear. You can swap gear as much as you want, guys. There is no penalty for this at all. And it's pretty easy. You do have a lot of filters here. The filters will tell you exactly what stats you can get on each piece of gear, because there are some stats you can't get on them. Like, for example, a sword can't get agility, and it's grayed out here as far as your secondary stats go. Main attack, obviously, it can only be an attack. When you go down to your feet, this will show you exactly what stats it can be, what can't be, and also what substats you can and can't have, because not every piece of gear can have the same exact substats. But yeah, so hopefully that helps you guys. That's a very quick breakdown on equipment, on glyphs, abilities, how to do the game, how to progress the game. I feel like this is going to help you the most though, and I definitely hope that you guys take this information, kind of apply it to your account. Definitely come over to Twitch, come hit me up, twitch.tv twitch.tv/TriggerHappyJohn. Links will be down below. Come ask questions anytime I'm streaming. I stream at least 3 to 4 days a week, so definitely pop in there, ask questions. I'll be happy to answer. Leave comments down below. I'll answer those as well. Or join the Discord server, guys. Both my Discord and the official Discord server links are in my video, so definitely enjoy those. I hope this video helped you guys. I can't wait to see you guys in game and hear from you, and I hope you guys enjoy the game. Until later, peace.